Now, at some point, there needs to be a clear, and I can't be more clear than I am being right now. There needs to be a clear line between this and this. Jesus, please help us all. It is only Monday. Hey guys, I'm Will at Heroic Studios. Welcome back to another episode of Culture Shock. Yes, to answer your question, I have been following the Cuban thing, okay? I haven't been making videos that go on YouTube right now because YouTube has been very, very uncooperative with people who are showing support for Cuba. So instead, I have been doing what's called my Culture Shock Quickies on my other social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. So there's a link in the description below. Go check them out. They're really quick, about 2-3 minute long videos showing my support for what's happening down in Cuba. But today, as you all know, it is a new week. And as I've always said on the show, Mondays bring a whole new level of crazy. Just when you think you've seen it all, no, you always find something that surprises you and you're dumbfounded. Wow. This is why the aliens aren't coming to visit us, people, because at this point, I think they just know that we're just going to off ourselves at some point in the near future. Very, very near future. But before we get started, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of you watch my videos, you don't subscribe, no hard feelings, but it does help me out a little bit if you do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps it out. Of course, if you can't watch the video, go check out the podcast version, and you can check me out on Rumble as well as BitChute and other social media like Mine's, Parler, and join my Discord server. As always, guys, check out my manga that I'm working on. I am about 2 chapters away from being completed with the first saga, the Awakening saga. Go check it out. It's going to go into crowdfunding soon to go into print. So please check out heroicstudiosmedia.com. Sign up for my mailing list so you can be the first people to know when it actually goes live, the crowdfunding that is. And of course, you can read for free on my website. Just go ahead, click, read, enjoy. Let me know what you think about it. All right. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the craziness that has just simply befallen our poor society today. So the Olympics are coming up. They're coming up very, very soon. And it is, I'm sorry, but I'm not a big fan of the Olympics this year. I'm not. Everybody's already protesting, everybody's already doing this and that, and it is getting to a point to where I just don't want to watch it anymore. I used to love watching the Olympics. I used to love watching competitors across from the entire world coming together and just for a few weeks understanding that, wait, yeah, we have differences. We come from different walks of life. I understand, but we're here to compete. And at the end of the day, we're all winners here. We worked hard. Whoever walks away with the gold, mad respect. I love it. But now, and it seems like it's just us because America right now standing on the world stage, our military, they're being fed critical race theory and have been focusing on throwing up pride flags at various military bases around the world. China's laughing at us. And now we're about to go back on the stage and we already had Gwen Berry, who just decided to turn her back on the flag, and she's supposed to be representing America. And now it gets even wilder. So if you've been following the story, there's been a lot of talk about transgender athletes competing in the Olympics. Okay, really touchy subject here. Really touchy subject, because do I think that trans people should be able to compete in the Olympics? Absolutely. Have fun with that. What I don't like and what I don't agree with is when trans women, aka biological men, are set to compete against other biological women. Biologically speaking, we are not the same. I am not the same as my wife. I could be an Olympian athlete. I have a bigger muscle capacity and I'm built differently biologically than I am with another woman. That's just how it is. So to say that because someone, a man, biologically, has their testosterone level taken down a notch in order for them to qualify to compete in women's sport does not change the way they will perform in the games. Let's take, for example, The Rock. Let's say we made Dwayne The Rock Johnson, pumped him up full of estrogen, so his estrogen levels were up there, but his testosterone level was down here. That doesn't change the fact that the dude has to turn sideways to walk through a fucking door. He's still strong as shit. If he's going to compete in women's weightlifting, even though his estrogen level is up and his testosterone level is down, he is still going to obliterate those women in that particular event. Having lower hormones does not change the fact that biologically you are still a man. And that's not even the brunt end of this whole dilemma. The idea is now coming for, where is the standard? We are erasing women one competition at a time. First, it was the Miss Nevada pageant, who lost out to a trans woman who was biologically a man. These women who put their heart and soul into winning and doing pageants was now beat out by a man. These things that were made for women, sports, motherhood, now we're calling them birthing people. The fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding? Birthing people? None of you people really understand. I don't understand what it's like to give birth. When you hear people say, oh, but I feel like a woman, you're going to have to define to me what that means in your terms. You are a man. You are biologically a boy. You have XY chromosomes. You are saying you feel like a woman. What does that really entail? You don't know what it's like to have a period. You don't know what it's like to have cramps. You don't know what it's like to be pregnant. You don't know what it's like to give birth. So how do you feel like you're a woman? You feel like you want to wear a dress? Okay, but that's not what a woman is defined by. A woman's defined by her feminine properties, her feminine organs, the things that she can and can't do. I can't give birth. I can't have periods. I have no idea what it feels like to be a woman. Nor personally, if I'm being completely honest, do I want to, because it seems like women go through the brunt end of it all, having periods every month and giving birth to children. Okay? That doesn't sound like fun to me, but you gotta give your hat off to these women who actually do those things, because they are women by design. They are designed to do that. So this transgender athlete, Laurel Hubbard, which I'm pretty sure that is not her or his real name, just qualified to be on the women's weightlifting championship, or weightlifting team for the Olympics in Tokyo. And let me just say that the weightlifting record for women, I can beat that. I can beat it. I could be on the women's weightlifting Olympic team. I can do that. In fact, I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I could go ahead and say that I am a woman, qualify for team trials, and take the gold in women's Taekwondo, heavyweight women's Taekwondo. If I'm 250 pounds, I think heavyweight women's Taekwondo is maybe 100 kilograms. It's probably about 150 pounds, maybe 200 pounds, if that. But I'm 250 pounds. I'm a big dude, so I can easily take that. But the point that people are missing, and it's very, very crucial that you understand the argument, and the argument that I'm making is that women are subtly being erased. People are just saying, yeah, let biological men do things in women's sport. Yes, we should give men uteruses so they can give birth. Yes, we should let women or trans men or trans women, well, I'm getting confused myself, trans women go into women's only locker rooms and spas. We just had an incident last week where a man inside of a spa said he was a woman and was walking around with little girls in the locker room ass naked. There's much to be said about that particular story. I'm not going to get into it, but you can look it up. If you want me to do a video on it, on my thoughts, let me know, because I will. So where are all the feminists at? Where are all these feminists talking about, yeah, patriarchy? We need to topple the patriarchy, women power, girl power. Where are you? Where are you when it comes to this? Because you're talking about female empowerment. There's nothing female empowering about a woman who has trained the last 4 years for the Olympics only to be defeated by a man. There's nothing empowering about that. You know what that does? That just allows women to be discouraged. I don't fucking do that anymore. You mean to tell me I worked my ass off the last 4 years to qualify and be an expert at the sport, and now You're just gonna let a man in there and just demolish it. Yes, and I'm saying men. I'm not saying trans women. I'm saying men because men can't be women. Women can't be men. There's a reason why when Travis becomes Tracy, he's not playing in the NBA. There's a reason for that, because LeBron would dunk all over this dude. There's a reason for that. If Travis is becoming Tracy, Tracy is going to go play in the WNBA and demolish that sport. Travis is not becoming Tracy in order to play in the NBA. If you didn't make it as a boy, now guess what? You can go ahead and change your gender just like that. And all of a sudden, you can go ahead and compete in the opposite gender and end up dominating in that field. But that's only working one way, because I've never seen a trans man, aka a biological woman, go off and play in a men's sport, because they will not do well. They won't do well. But if you want to go ahead and decide that you're going to become a woman and compete in women's sports, well then, no one bats an eye. We see it happen. These women, and it's across all ages, from toddlers to little girls to teenage girls to high school girls to college girls, all these athletes are being destroyed by these men, and they're losing scholarships. They're losing opportunities because men are coming into the forefront saying that they're women, and they're going off to just demolish whatever records or whatever sports women occupy. Listen up, folks. Women need their own space. They need their own sports. They need their own locker rooms, and they need their own privacy. If you're coming off saying, "Oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman today, I think I'm gonna go into this locker room," you're not really setting up a very good precedent for women's safety here. Well, what is your idea? Well, I'm glad you asked, unsubscribed person who's watching my video right now. My idea is very simple, and it's something that I can't believe that the grown adults of our time have not thought about. You create spaces for these people. Why have them invade women's only sports and locker rooms and privacy when you can create trans women's sports and trans men's sports and have them in their own divisions or bathrooms? Seems like a pretty decent idea to me. That way everyone wins. Women, you keep your sports, you keep training hard, you keep going for the gold. Trans women, you keep your sports, you have your own bathroom, you're doing it over there. Great, congratulations. Same with the trans men. Congratulations, you got your own sports. Go ahead and train hard and compete and win the gold. That's what you do. Seems like a pretty good idea to me, right? All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. I don't even know where to end it. This is something that really bothers me, because little girls who are watching this happen have no idea, like, the psychological effects of this on children. Seeing grown women compete against men, and men just dominating the sport. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna discourage a lot of next generation female athletes from actually wanting to do these things. So again, feminists, where are you? I'm waiting for you, okay? All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, like, share this video out. Let people be aware of what's happening in our society. This isn't okay. Raising women, taking away their opportunities, invading their sports and their locker rooms and their privacy, it's not the way we do things. We need to fix this now, and we need to make sure that women are protected and they have their own space. All right, guys, that's it for me. Catch you later. Adios.